No acts of terror will ever shake the resolve of this great nation, alter that character, or eclipse the light of the values that we stand for.
Let's talk to James Boyes, Professor of International Politics at the American International University in London. He joins us now from Westminster. Very good morning to you. What did you make of the debate?
I thought it was very interesting. I have a slightly different take on it. I thought it was perhaps more of a draw between the two men. I thought both men had good moments. They were both on form last night. I thought Mitt Romney came on strong, but the Barack Obama also had a very strong night compared to his performance last week in Denver. Both men clearly had their areas of speciality. I thought Mitt Romney, as your point put it out there, was a little weaker on foreign affairs. There's one thing to note, however, that Barack Obama was talking generally about acts of violence, and what Mitt Romney was trying to get across was the fact that the administration was very, very vague about whether it wanted to refer to that attack in Benghazi as a terrorist attack or a general uprising. And I think that's the point that Romney was perhaps slightly stumbling over, but there was certainly some degree of ambiguity over the message coming out of the White House that he was right to pick up on, I think.
What do you think about the mood music coming from it? It was quite ill-tempered at times, wasn't it?
It was, but the very combative nature of the setting that they had chosen to put this in, this town hall meeting, enabled that. Some of your viewers may recall that in 2000, Al Gore very much went up and physically almost challenged George W. Bush and very much got in his face on that occasion. There was a little bit less of that, but as your clip pointed out at the beginning of the piece there were certainly some pointed moments when the two men very much went head-to-head. Your piece there you showed about the pension package that Obama has. It allows for that. The question is, what sort of response will that generate within the American people? And I think that perhaps what they want to see is more of an empathy with the American people than outright anger with each other and between the two candidates.
Given that you feel it was a draw between the two candidates, do you think then that Barack Obama has done enough to pull ahead of his rival?
Well, this is the great issue because, of course, Obama is the incumbent. The expectation levels, therefore, are slightly higher for him. He should be able to handle these debates. He clearly failed to perform in the first debate. And if you were to perhaps say, well, maybe he slightly edged this debate, that still really doesn't put him ahead. The great thing for Barack Obama, however, is that if you look at the polling coming out of the United States, for all the focus upon national polling, it's state-by-state polling that we really need to examine. And in state after state, the swing states, Ohio, for example, it still puts Barack Obama ahead of Mitt Romney. So if you are a champion of the president, irrespective of last night's performance, I think you would have to say that he's still slightly favourite to win the election come November.
Given that Barack Obama is known pretty much around the world for one thing, and it is being a great talker, a great orator, are you surprised that he's failed to deliver in these settings?
I'm not, and the simple reason for that is the fact that Barack Obama can deliver a fantastic speech off an auto cue, probably as well as anybody can. But time and again you've seen whenever he goes off message, off auto cue, he singularly fails to be able to deliver as one expects. His speeching style, his talking style, his speeches are very much written so that they appear to be being given off cuff. But if you ever look at the wide camera angles, they're always being delivered off auto cue. And whenever you've seen him get off that, as we have to be during a debate, of course, he is slightly less persuasive. There's no doubt that last night was a better performance than in Denver. But I thought last night's performance was countered by a very strong performance by Mitt Romney also.
OK, Dr. James Boyes, Professor of International Politics at the American International University. Thanks very much. Fascinating take on last night's debate. Thank you.